Hello and welcome to another episode of Confidence Looks Good on You. And in this episode tonight, I want to help you learn to stand correctly so that you can step out with a smile. So we're going to talk posture. Now I know it's a sore subject, we don't like to talk about it, but if you don't correct your posture, you will actually create problems, you will actually create pain. And you know, here at Smile, we want you to step out with a smile. But how can you if you're not comfortable in your skin? How can you if you don't feel comfortable in your body? Okay, now think about it, makes sense. Most reasons why we aren't smiling is because we are in pain, all right? Or we are uncomfortable in the way we are dressed or the way we are standing. And the thing is, we're not taught how to stand correctly or how to walk correctly. We just get up and we walk as babies, and then from then on, there's no looking back, you just get on with life. And suddenly you are 30, 40, 50 years old and you are struggling with pain. Now, generally we struggle with pain in our knees, our hips, our lower back, our ankles, but it works its way up into your neck as well. Now, you all know what I'm talking about. Now, I have worked with so many women over the years, and generally we are, it's called life, all right? We live life, we have children, we put on weight, it's our lifestyle, whatever it is, we are putting on weight, and what happens is we have a bone structure. All right, everyone's got a beautiful, beautiful, perfect bone structure. But what happens is, as I said, life, poor posture, do that for 20, 30, 40 years, and eventually you end up with pain. That you end up with pain starts with your feet, in your ankles, your knees, your hips, and your lower back. And it's generally because we are round-shouldered from being on our phones or on the computer or reading a book or whatever you're doing, or writing at a desk, okay? And then we've got so can you see how my weight is forward? All right. And then, so generally, our weight is forward on our toes. Therein lies the problem, because you are putting all your pressure into your toes, that works its way up into your knees, okay? So if you're rounded, okay, whatever you're doing, computer, whatever, and you now walk like that over years and years and years, what happens is the pressure on your toes goes into your knees, the poor posture goes into your hips, into your lower back. Can you see? Then it works its way up into your upper back and into your neck. It's not your fault because you don't understand, you haven't been taught, you haven't been shown how to do it correctly, okay? So that's the first thing, is it's not your fault. But secondly, the other thing is that they say 90% of people are weak in their hamstrings and their glutes because they're not engaged in this position. If you're walking like this all the time, and also when you're standing on your feet, you probably have them too wide, and you've got this happening with your legs. They're coming in, your knees are coming in, and so as you can see, there's a problem. The problem lies in the way you are standing on your feet. And then you are round-shouldered as well, so it works its way up into your neck and gives you neck ache and back ache, okay? So you all know what I'm talking about. We've all experienced this. What I want you to understand is that a joint is sore, is painful, because it is weak, okay? So you are weak in the joint. The muscles around the joint are weak. And so because of that, the joint can move. There's nothing to hold it stable. So to fix that, you need to strengthen the muscles around the joint, okay? And it's quite simple to do if you are being shown how to do that correctly. Now, you normally, when you have problems with your knees, your elbows, whatever pain you have, you go off to see the physiotherapist, okay? And the physio gives you a whole lot of exercises that teach you those exercises quickly in 45 minutes, all right? You come home and the exercises are to strengthen the muscles around the joint, always, okay? So what I want you to do is to understand that, first of all, before you start to do the exercises, you need to be standing correctly on your own 2 feet and standing with correct posture. So as I was talking, you were in this rounded position, okay, weight on your toes. And you know I'm right. Everyone's at a different level of how far forward they are over their toes. But generally people are. If you go and stand in the malls and watch how the young people are walking around round-shouldered like this, looking down, okay? And then that puts their weight on their toes. So what I want you to first of all do is make sure that you are standing, when you're standing on your feet, you're standing on your big toe, your baby toe, the outside of the foot, all right? So if I just show you with my hand, I want you on your big toe, your baby toe, and the outside of the foot. That's where I want you to put your weight, okay? Then what I want you to do is to actually transfer and lift yourself up and put yourself in the back of the foot. So I want your weight in your heel. Now, if you see, I'm actually lifting my toes, all right? To make sure that I am going into the back of the foot, I'm actually rocking and lifting my toes. I want you to try that, okay? So stand up and actually lift your chest up and put your weight into your heels. I want you to lift your toes, put your weight into your heels. And I want you to just play with that feeling. Now you might want to hold on to a kitchen table or something. You might also want to do this next to a bed in case you're worried about falling, especially if you have unstable on your feet. And I know some of you aren't, and this is where I want to help you. So if you are unstable, and most of people are, 90% of people, their posture is poor, and it's because of the way they are standing incorrectly on their feet. So big toe, baby toe, outside of the foot, get in the heel, all right? Then rock. Now, when you rock, you'll feel the backs of the legs engage and the glutes, all right? And that's what we want. We want to activate the hamstring and the glutes. So we want to rock back so that the hamstring and the glutes engage, all right? Because we don't want you in your toes, because that's going to go into your knees and your hips and cause all this. Just standing like this now, I can feel my lower back is hurting, all right? The moment I come up, and you do it, put your weight back in your heels, the pain goes away, straight away, all right? And then I want you to rock, and I want you to rock until you can feel that the only way what's going to stop you from falling back is actually your hamstrings and your glutes engaging, all right? So just play around with that, play around. Now this is what I want to share with you. We have a tried and tested program where we teach you how to stand correctly, walk correctly, and many other exercises, how to stretch correctly, how to prevent the pain in your lower back. And it's a 10-day program, and what we find is it's fully endorsed by a female medical doctor. What it does is it teaches you how to stand correctly, gives you good posture. Now remember, we said you're never fully dressed without a smile. We want everyone to step out with a smile, and you won't feel like smiling if you're not feeling comfortable in your skin, in your body, in your joints, on your feet, okay? So this is the reason why we brought out the program. We're so passionate about it because it's your starting point to learning how to move correctly, all right? And so I've been in gyms, I've watched women in classes where they are exercising and doing things that they shouldn't be doing because their joints are not strong. Now remember, I said to you, if a joint is not strong, the muscles around the joint are not strong, you're going to end up injuring yourself because the joint can move. That's why we're dangerous, all right? And that's why we end up with injury. So what I consider doing is our beautiful 10-day program. 10 days because it takes 10 days for us to just teach you how to stand correctly, walk correctly, and to start to make it a habit. That's the reason why it's 10 days. We've got so many things we share with you. We teach you how to look after yourself. We teach you how to stand, how to walk. We teach you how certain recipes that we want you to bring into your daily meals. There's so many things that we cover. And so I want to invite you to come and join our program. And our next one is about to start, okay? Now I'm saying to you, what are you waiting for? Why do you keep putting it off? I had a client who came 3 years ago. She started to lose weight. She was doing so well. Then COVID hit, and so she stopped coming. It was like a good excuse not to continue. And so she came because she had weight problems. She had serious joint problems, okay? And so 3 years later, 2023, that's 4 years later, she's come back now and she's put on 15 kilograms more than what she had, all right? And of course, that pressure and that weight on those fine joints in your knees, your ankles, your hips, your lower back, your body's not designed to carry that extra weight. This is what I'm trying to get you to understand, is your body is not designed to carry the weight. And that is the reason why you end up with the pain. So we have to get the weight off, and we have to teach you how to move correctly, and we have to strengthen the muscles around the joints. We do all those things, and with our 10-day program is your starting point. Now, all our alumni, I'm going to share a link here with this video. Please click that link, which will take you to our website and more information about the challenge. But also, while you're there, read our testimonials about our amazing women and how their lives have been changed. And that lady I was telling you about has come back now and has lost 10 kilograms in the last 11 weeks. Isn't that amazing? I'm so proud of her. So you see, you can do it if you really want to, and about prioritizing yourself. Now, she didn't. She was prioritizing. Well, first of all, it was COVID shut it down, but we did take it online, and she chose not to. All right, she was prioritizing her children and her family, and that's fine. I respect that. I've been a mother. I've done that. Okay, but suddenly 4 years later, it was time for her. She prioritized her, and she is so excited. And so as I say, go and read the testimonials. You see the fantastic results we're seeing with our ladies, and I just want you to click the link. Go and join the program. The next one will be starting in a few weeks' time, and why not register? Yourself now, get yourself into this program, and we will help you to feel good in your skin, because as I said, we want every woman to step out with a smile. That's our mission, and we are helping you by teaching you what you don't know what you don't know. So we want to share our knowledge with you. So thank you for spending your time with me, and until next time.